G'day everyone, Todd Woodward, Pro Muso, here to give you a few little tips. Today I'm going to be talking about backing tracks. Stick around. Now look, I've been a professional musician for 25 years and I've used backing tracks to aid in my performances from way back when all you had was a drum machine. Times have changed, and while I've had my finger on the pulse of this industry all that time, I'm about to tell you where you can get 100% of my professional backing tracks for a song. See what I did there? Okay, without going into a deep dive on what options for backing tracks we've had in the past, such as MIDI, let me just say that we're very lucky to have access to real instruments played by studio musicians. Okay, the big reveal. Where do I get my backing tracks? Well, the name has a bit of cheese dripping off it, but it's Karaoke Version, the one and only resource for backing tracks for any musician. Well, maybe not the one and only, but definitely my one and only, I can tell you that. All right, so be you a singer, a guitarist, a drummer, bass player, whatever. Karaoke Version has a monster catalogue of songs in every genre, and they add to it daily. The second best thing about it is that they are so cheap. $3, $3 a track, considering MIDI files used to cost up to $20 a track. Now you might be thinking, well, Todd, what's the best thing? Well, the best thing, the quality. Okay, the quality of these tracks are very close to the original, and in some cases, in my opinion, even better. What I love about, I'll just call them KV now. Right? What I love about KV is that they are not trying to reinvent the song, they are copying it. So for a cover act, this is perfect. In my experience playing live over the past 25 years is that people want to hear the songs they know, right? It triggers a memory for them. And if you can play a song that's close to the original, it'll be much more appreciated than if you try and do your own thing with it, for the most part. I see this time and time again where musicians put their flavour on a song to be clever. 9 times out of 10, it's not as clever as the original. 99 times out of 100. There's a reason that song became a worldwide hit, right? All the idiosyncrasies of the song is why it became a hit. There's no need to show off on what you can do. That people haven't heard that version. They want to hear the riffs they remember. They want to feel the song in its authenticity. This is what people want to hear if you're a no-name musician like me. All right? You're just a cover act at a pub. That's what they want to hear. They don't want to hear original stuff. People are not at the venue to see you. You just happen to be booked there when they walk in. So if you can replicate a sound that they're already familiar with, you're going to connect with them. This is also true with backing tracks, right? It makes sense, right? All the little sounds and rhythms are there from the original. You don't even have to play them. Just find your guitar part or piano part, whatever part you've got, remove that track, learn the vocal and the solo, and you are not karaokeing the shite out of it once the job's done. The amount of people I get coming up to me saying, you sound just like the CD, is almost embarrassing, because the credit should be going to the track. The track is what's doing all the heavy lifting, but all of a sudden you're getting credit for it. Anyway, back to KV. You can choose drums, guitar, bass, vocals, and it will remove those particular tracks. You can also go into them individually and mute any tracks you wish, or change the volume of a specific track. You can also change the key up or down by 4 semitones. These tracks are not only useful for accompaniment, but also for practicing. What I suggest you do is download each track individually, import them into your digital audio workstation, and start learning. You can solo the track to learn it, then mute that track when you want to play it on your own. This is particularly useful for me when I want to learn rhythms and solos on guitar. It's very hard to work out certain chords from a song when you're listening to the original. Sounds get lost and it's difficult to isolate them. When you have access to every track, it is a breeze. You can not only mute the tracks, you can chop them up and include or omit any part of that track. You can also paste selections of the song to add a chorus or delete a verse, whatever you want. Therefore, customizing a track to suit your own individual purpose for it. You can also sample a song before buying it to see if you like it. Even if you don't plan to use the track itself, using it as a resource to learn parts of a song to play in a full band is essential. Not only the arrangement, but for all the riffs, drum fills, harmony parts, bass lines, all that fruit that's needed for a good performance. At $3, I can't imagine better value for money as a one-stop shop for learning and acquiring music backing tracks from thousands of popular songs over a variety of genres. I've been using KV now for years, and it's sped up my workflow exponentially and given me instant access to be backed by the best bands and the best songs of the last 60 years. Given my act that backbone of stability and a full band sound to keep me gigging and working as a musician at the highest level I can. I hope this helps in your musical journey as well. Give it a go, karaoke version. You won't be disappointed. All the best.